Bill, did you get what you wanted out of the running game today?
I felt like we did. I think that, we came in and we practiced that all week. We felt like we could run the ball. I'm not sure if they felt like that we could run the ball on them. I think they felt Wisconsin and Iowa were better than us, and that's for you guys to judge. But we rushed the ball for 290 yards today, so I'd say that's pretty good.
Bill, you like to throw the ball, so is it in this kind of game where you're having a lot of success on the ground, how do you kind of make sure to stay with what's working instead of maybe kind of wanting to get away and get back and throw the ball?
I don't like to throw the ball, Corey. I like to be balanced. I like to do things that are best for the football team. Since the day I walked in the door here, I tried to do what's best for this football team and these football players every single day. Whether it's a play call or a recruiting strategy or a game strategy, I don't like to throw I don't like to do one thing versus the other. I like to be balanced and try to do what's best for the football team, and today it was running the ball.
Coach Ford, Coach Beck. Forcing 3 turnovers today, how nice was it not only to force them, but also to capitalize and score off of all 3?
It was good. I mean, we haven't created many turnovers this year, and we've turned the ball over, which we did again today. But again, our defense came to play today, and they created some good turnovers, and we were able to take advantage of them. So it was good to see. I thought the defense played a good football game today.
Coach, kind of piggybacking on that, just how do you feel about the way the defense has been developing, and how do you feel where it is going into the last 2 games?
They're doing fine. They're doing fine. I think the defense plays hard. I think that that they play well when they communicate well, which they did today. And I thought we got good pressure on the quarterback. We played the run well. I think the defense did a real nice job today.
Coach, getting out to a 14-0 lead against a team that's been struggling, did you guys stress that in the week, jump on them early, kind of set the tone?
No, we just stressed, Willie, that we wanted to come out and play, well on every play. You know what I mean? We don't stress starting fast, finishing strong. We want to play well on every single play as best as we can. Every guy doing their job and on every play and play the next play. Those are the things that we say, and I think the guys did a good job of that today.
Bill, that had to be one of the most complete games from your offensive line. Donovan Smith, especially, I saw him drive one of his guys into the first row of the stands. What do you have to say about the offensive line's performance? And Adam Gress started in front of Donovan 2 weeks ago. Have you seen an improvement from him since then?
It's a competitive position. I think that those guys compete hard in practice, and we try to judge that off of what we see on the practice film of who starts. And, they all play. We talk about those tackles. Adam, Donovan, and Gary, they all play, and that's good. And Schrock got in there a little bit today as the extra tight end, and that was good. So, I think those guys blocked well. Again, anytime you rush for almost 300 yards, somebody's doing something right up front. So I think those guys, played a real good game.
How important was it for you to get some of those young guys in there today? Saw a lot of Gino, Brandon Bell, saw Malik Golden at one point.
Yeah, those guys have practiced well. They've come out and they've done a nice job in practice, and they played well on special teams. Malik Golden and Brandon Bell have played really well on special teams. So I think as a young player, that's where you really earn the right to play on offense and defense. And so that's what we did. We moved them up, and we'll watch the tape and see what they did. But I felt like both those guys played aggressively today, and it was good for them to get in there.
What's it do for your team overall when the running game works this well?
Well, it's good. I mean, anytime you can, in my opinion, physically dominate the line of scrimmage, it's a good thing. You go in there and you're in manageable down and distances, especially third down. I think we had 1 third long, which we converted, but most of our third downs were less than 7 yards, which was good. And those are easier play calls, and so I thought it was a good day for that.
But morale-wise, doesn't it help?
We have no problem with morale.
I didn't say
our team is enthusiastic. They are proud. They are I don't know, they love to play football. They love to play for Penn State. We don't have one problem with morale. Not one problem with morale.
Didn't say you did.
It never has since I walked in the door here.
Hey, Coach.
I know, but we use the word morale around here like we just throw it out there like it's a cheeseburger.
No, I want to know what a running game does when it works that well to make everyone feel good.
Here's what
everyone
it does.
on the team.
Yeah, here's what it does. When you go into the game and you preach one of the keys to victory, we talk about keys to victory every week, is to establish a running game. And so when you go in there and you actually do it, the players do it, that helps definitely the confidence of the team during a game. Hey, this is working. these are the plays that we've been running all week in practice, and it's going well. So that definitely gives us confidence.
Coach, over here. Talk about Jordan Lucas and the defensive backfield, how they didn't step it up.
Jordan Lucas has had a really good year. He's a much improved player, great kid, comes from a great family, just a tough guy, he's got a bum shoulder, he's playing with it, makes plays back there, intercepts the ball, plays enthusiastically, great teammate, fun guy to coach. Can't say enough about Jordan. Obviously he's one of our better younger players.
Bill, how have you coached your way through some of the struggles with holding the ball as far as the tailbacks fumbling? Have you ever been around that situation?
No, I haven't. It is frustrating because they're good players. They're great kids. They're better kids than they are players. And they feel bad about it. I feel bad about it. I get frustrated. And I just told them there. I just said the reason why I get frustrated on the sideline when we fumble the ball is because I have high expectations for the players on this team. And, we'll continue to work with it. You don't want to, overemphasize it because then you got the guy thinking about it all the time. But we got to stop putting the ball on the ground, bottom line.
Bill, throughout the second and beginning of the third quarter, Purdue was able to move the ball a little bit, but after that forced fumble, I believe it was by Barnes, and you guys got the recovery, it seemed like a little bit of a momentum switch. How big of a play do you think that was for the defense to force that turnover?
Well, I think they came back and played complementary football all day, meaning they complemented each other. They gave up the drive, like you said, at the beginning of the half, and that was tough. We had a couple times we could have got off the field there, missed a tackle, things like that. So, it was good for them to come back the next drive and bow up. I think that's within your unit, complementing each other a little bit. Like, hey, you know what? That was a bad drive we gave up. Give Purdue credit, but we got to go back out and stop them, and we did.
Hey, Bill, you've been, seems like throughout the last couple of weeks, you've been rolling Christian out more and more, and today in the first half too. What does that mean to your offense to be able to expand like that with that added dimension?
Well, we've been running the ball pretty well, so we feel like we try to put the defense in conflict with some bootlegs, and those things have been pretty good. And he throws well on the run, and he can run. The touchdown, we called a run, and we just told him to keep it, and he kept it and ran it, and so he can run, and he's learning more about running and things like that, and it's hard. It's not the easiest thing to have the knack to run. It takes a little while, and he's gotten better at that, so that's why we're doing it.
Bill, you guys have played a few games now where Zach and Bill have been kind of equally effective and have been able to string together, big runs back to back. I guess the question is, how much do you have to kind of manage their reps when they're running like that? You know what I mean? Like the long runs where they're taking multiple hits on certain runs.
Yeah, they're tough kids. We played Akil today too, so that helps. Akil got some reps, and I thought he ran the ball well. And I think at this stage of the year, when you're headed into your 10th, 11th, 12th game, those guys have some bumps and bruises. So we have a pretty good gauge on it. Charles London was a running back, so he gets it, and I think that helps a lot, that he has experience at that position, and so he rotates them in pretty good.
Bill, this evening before the game with the coin toss out of March with the State College high school grad, just wondering what was going through your mind during that time and what that meant to you.
I could not get over how much that hit me. What that young man, Adam Hartwick, has sacrificed for this country. Both his legs, he's got a hand injury from, what a great person, what a great man. It was an honor to have him on our football field today, and I turned to Glenn Carson, I said, well, if this doesn't motivate us, I don't know what does, to get going today, because that was one of the best moments since I've been here in Beaver Stadium. That's one of the best right there.
Bill, to your left, two parts. One, after Purdue was very productive with their kickoff returns. Do you have concern about your coverage, one? And secondly, news broke during the game that Matt McGloin is going to be starting tomorrow for the Raiders. If you can comment on that too.
The kickoff return, or our hit squad, we call it, it's a hit squad. We got to do better there. We have great kids who have done, and they did it a couple times today. They did a good job. They tackled it on the 15-yard line, but then we gave up, two big returns. Sam Fickett made a great tackle on the one, but we got to go back to work on that on Monday and get that fixed, and we will. Charles London does a great job with that team, and maybe we got to replace some guys, and get some guys on there a little bit hungry or whatever it is. So we got to fix that. What can you say about Matt McGloin? Having been in that league, I know that it takes a smart guy, it takes a competitive guy, it takes a guy that does the same thing every day. He works at it, he's in the office early, he leaves late, and that's what Matt is. That's what Matt is, and so everything that Matt gets, he deserves, because he works for it, and and it's going to be fun to watch them. Who are they playing?
Texans,
Where?
Houston,
Road game, first start.
against Case Keenum.
Case Keenum, okay. Who's Case Keenum?
They play
He's in the same boat as McGloin.
Okay,
Undrafted
I
free
don't know
agent.
that. Okay, well, good. Well, let's go back, man. I can't wait to watch that. I gotta get Jeff and Stone to get the NFL network for me.
Just
or whatever.
some bulletin board.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean it that way. Hey, 2 more. Bill, I don't know that many quarterbacks, Dave.
Bill, Adam Brenneman scored his first touchdown today, and his role has increased week to week. Have you had to speed up his development at all due to some of the injuries and stuff he had at that position?
No, looking back on his year, I think he's had a really good year. He is a really good football player. He's smart, he's tough, he's big. He didn't do a lot of blocking in high school. We've asked him to block, and he's become better at that. He's gotten stronger in the weight room. And I think coming here in January helped him. That touchdown that he had was a great effort. What a great effort. Great job by Hack. He got blitzed on it. He gave it to Brenneman, and Brenneman broke the plane with the ball, and I thought he did a nice job on that. So, Adam, boy, I'm glad we got him for 3 more years. He's a good football player.
One more.
Coach, over here far left. Talk about Sam Ficken. You mentioned the touchdown-saving tackle. How much energy did that transfer to you guys at that point in the game?
Yeah, Sam played hurt today. He got a little bit of a quad or groin pull, and so he gutted it out today. He really did. And then to see him go make that tackle when we had to have that tackle, I mean, he laid his body out on that, and that was fun to see. He's a great kid. I think everybody knows how I feel about Sam, and it means a lot to our team. And just looking forward to getting him healthier this week for Nebraska.